Wait, but you're saying that again. Like this entire country was not built on the wealth of
Yes, it
blacks.
was, ma'am.
Some people held slaves, and many didn't. And many people of all different, backgrounds that came here built this country. There was
That's not
nothing
true,
here.
ma'am.
And
That's not
yes, it is
because
true. It is
no,
true.
it's not true, ma'am. Because if that were the case, you wouldn't have fled your homeland in Europe and certain places. The wealth of this country was built by foundational Black Americans.
No, no, wait. Will you repeat that? You're saying that we left like
Yes,
Europe
because
because of slaves?
you left because of the wealth that was generated from Black labor. It got you out of the slums of Europe, and you had to come here in order to be successful. That's what I'm saying, ma'am.
We came here because of the tyranny of a tyrannical government that overtaxed, stole, and didn't allow us to worship the way that we wanted to. It was basically what's happening now in our country
Ma'am,
in many
it wasn't
ways.
about
But
religion. They came over
but
here.
Let her finish, and then we'll go
yeah,
Go
back
ahead.
to
yeah.
you.
Well, really, the space isn't meant for each speaker to just keep going. It's like you've said your piece, and I'm really glad that you did, and thank you for being here. And then I said mine, and then it's not meant to just keep going back and forth like that. We've got a lot of people speaking. So you said your piece. You feel these certain
We can
things, and now I'm
talk about them.
telling you like how I feel. Like and I just think that speaking in those broad terms is not helping the cause in any way, because this country was built on the sweat and blood and tears of many, many people, and not just on slaves. So let's
It's
move
not
on.
true, but go ahead.
I
No,
just want
and
to.
now trying to, that's just, it
Not
is
true.
true.
Not
It
true. It
is
was built
true.
by a foundation of Black Americans.
No, no, it wasn't. But you've had your time to speak, Tariq, and thank you for being here. But that's just, it wasn't true. The slaves were part of America, and slavery was part of the world, and it was sad, and Americans fought to end it. And it's still happening in places like Libya, where they're still lining them up and selling them.
That
It's
to do with
horrible.
us, ma'am.
So
Well,
I just
and
want
when
to
you were a
say
slave has
something.
nothing to do with
Yes, it
you.
does. You're in the same.
It has.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for a second because this back and forth. I want to say something to this, and then we can move on if that's okay, Phenom. So what I want to say is, okay, my family came here in 1985. Okay, my family's paid. Somebody is not on mute, and it's not the host. Okay, it's somebody else. I don't know who it is. Please go on mute. 1985. We have nothing to do with any of you. The ancestors, none of your ancestors, not the slave holders, owners, or the slaves. Nothing. Okay? We don't come from even that part of the world where you came from. We came here, okay, with wealth. I'm just going to say it. I pay a lot of taxes every year. My family pays a ton more than I do. I have no ancestors that came here. I have no ancestors who got rich off the backs of any slaves. Okay, and I know that. I know that because I know my ancestors' lineage, and they're from Iran. Okay, and so the fact that you said this, you came to this country and inherited the debt. That's I gotta tell you, if you lost me, man. If you had me, which I was not that you had me, but I'm like trying to give people I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I came here in 1985. My parents' first generation. My parents brought wealth here. Okay, no, my parents funded welfare and healthcare here. Okay, gleefully. Okay, and no, my ancestors, I bear no shame for what happened in this country. None, zero, zip, nothing, nothing. I'm done. I don't agree with that
Okay, well,
because
ask you.
I'm
Can I?
sorry, what? Go ahead.
If your family came over here with wealth from Iran, how come they didn't stay and build up Iran and get the people out of poverty there?
um okay, I'm going to explain something to you. First of all, there's no logical, please go on mute, there's an echo. There's no logical correlation between your question and what I said. My question had a logical correlation to what you said. I'll tell you again. You said I inherited the debt of this country? And I'm saying, no, I didn't, because we didn't have anything here before 1985. We came here and this country was built. Okay. Do I should I play a part in keeping the maintenance of this country going? Yes, of course, sure. As much as anyone else, as much as any other citizen. But I'm making a point, and the fact that you're asking me why we left Iran, you don't know what we left there. You don't know. How do you know the dynasty wasn't left there? How do you know people weren't being helped there still? You're making
Because of the
assumptions.
poverty there now, because of the
Hold,
poverty.
hold on a second. Let me finish and then I'll let you
Well,
speak.
Sphinx, it's almost like he's saying, it's almost like, can you imagine?
It's just, I just want to finish this and then we're going to move on. It's look, your argument weakens when you do that, when you say how come that. It's irrelevant. Okay, you don't know that, because so one country is not doing well, you're gonna say that's a reason for another country to pay reparations. It makes no sense. It's illogical. I'm not even gonna fancy it, but I do appreciate you coming and being patient, and waiting your turn to speak. Phenom, I don't want to hijack your space. I know it's late. Go
No,
ahead.
no, you're not. I just want to say that the comment about like why didn't your family go back to Iran and build wealth there? I mean, you could ask anyone from anywhere, including from Africa, why do you not go back and build wealth there? I mean, that was just kind of an outrageous thing to say. You don't know the background of any person on this
Yes,
stage,
somebody said
Tariq.
that tonight and said to a black person here today, why don't you go to Libya and take your grievances with there? And I spoke up and I said, whoa, 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 this is irrelevant.
Well,
So,
And
that was talking about getting
I didn't immigrate
reparations
from
from
Africa.
there, but
so,
I
but,
mean,
but, but she's right though. But she's right, Tariq. She's right. You got to acknowledge that. When you say that, you are opening it up to, you know what, to when people say, hey, you know what, buddy, if you're not happy in this country, leave, go somewhere else.
I didn't say
That's
all
not
that.
that. Oh, I know you didn't, but you're asking a question that's irrelevant, where you don't even know if my family still has roots there. You don't know if my family has a foundation there. And you don't know. And here's the thing, I don't know an answer to you. Okay, I was pointing out a weakness in your argument, and you wanted to point the finger back. That's fine, but I'm just letting you know, okay, that that's not an effective way to debate. Go ahead, Phenom.
But you were saying that you had this wealth.
like, look, I know that I obviously I didn't really know who you were before you entered the space, and I'm grateful that you came. But just because you're an influencer of sorts doesn't mean that you get to just continue talking. There's a lot of people here. We give them all equal time, and we've cycled back many times and have people come back on the stage as well.
I've been very
So
respectful. I'm not over talking anybody. I'm asking simple questions, just asking for answers. I'm not over talking at all.
I know, but you had your chance to speak, and then I responded, and then she wanted to respond, but you keep responding, and then it keeps the continuous conversation just
So
between us, and then
so you,
other people.
you can have the last word. Is that what you're saying, ma'am?
We're the
What,
hosts. She can have the
Okay,
last word, Tariq.
that's
I
fine.
don't know.
Say
I
that.
don't.
Say that you just want
Seriously,
to have the
you
last
have
word.
well,
not
no,
been
I didn't. I didn't.
respectful. That's the thing. You
I
have
have.
been
I've been very
respectful. I'm
respectful.
going to tell you right
Yeah.
now. You have been respectful, but you know what? You're also coming back and doing a Q&A, and you're not the host. You're not the host. So
Well,
just chill.
also, there's a total lack of chivalry too to say. So she just wants the last word. I mean, come on. You spoke.
It's her
You
space.
spoke.
She's going to
You got
get
to
the last
respond.
word. I'm sure in your
Well, it's
spaces
not
you
even.
get the last word. I,
It's
I
not
don't
even
know,
about the
but I'm
last
sure you
But we
do.
word.
need the last
It's
word to be truthful. If you say
it's not
You
even
don't get to
about the
decide
last
what
word.
that is.
It's about me responding to the very long conversation that you've had with a few people here on the space. And then, so you said your very long, you know, opinion and statements, and then I responded to several of them. So that doesn't mean that we keep going back and forth and shoot everything down that I said. I didn't interrupt you when you spoke. And then it was my turn to say how I felt. And there's many people here who built America. You know, they came from all over Italy, Europe, Ireland, just all over the Middle East. But in the beginning, we all worked hard. There was nothing here. There was nothing here.
which is
There
not
was no,
that's just
yes, it is true. Please don't unmute your mic when other people are speaking. There was nothing here. There was no welfare here. There was no sanitation here. There were no homes here. There was nothing here.
man,
Nothing here.
that's
The-
so untrue.
there was nothing here. There was no civilization here. There was no government here. There were tribes here, and many of them were violent and scalped and killed other tribes. And I mean, we have to look at the real